in 2022, there was a huge fire. So we're coming up on Wooldridge, Missouri. It's a small town in Cooper County. It's located about 9 miles from Columbia and about 11 miles from Boonville. It's listed as being 581 feet above sea level, so it's in the floodplain of the Missouri River. It's about 2 miles from the river, in fact, lying to the southwest. It's also south of Interstate 70. It's about a 7-mile drive on Route 179 from the interstate. If you're coming up from the south, the way I did, you'll pass through Jamestown or Prairie Home. It was incorporated in 1902, but there's some discrepancy. One source seems to say 1904. The post office was established in 1902, according to the Cooper County Historical Society. Wooldridge also has this Baptist church, which was built in 1905. And it has really survived a lot of the calamities of the town. Same building has been here since then. It didn't get lights until 1927, and there was some new siding in 1945. They worked on the interior in the 50s, kind of in preparation for its 50th anniversary. It wasn't until 1987 that the Baptist church got a modern furnace and air conditioner, as well as padded pews. Found in one historical reference. Also had a lime kiln built in 1907, and that was said to supply lime to a wide region around here. Early on, it also had a restaurant, a general store, a drugstore that was owned by a local doctor. It had a lumberyard and a mill. It had a blacksmith. And then at some point, I think 1908, there was a tomato factory. And it was called the Red Beauty. And the tomatoes were grown in and around this area. Despite all that, Wooldridge never really became a very sustainable and sizable town. Looks like its population maxed out at 178, according to the 1940 census. And it's kind of been decreasing ever since. It was 61 in 2010. It was 28 in 2020. Kind of recent years, there was a flood in 2019. And of course, the big one that everyone talks about in this area from 1993, looks like the general store was pretty much vacant since the flood of 93. And 2019 kind of just caused another round of devastation. As we go to these nearby small towns in Missouri, you'll hear me talk a lot about the flooding, because all these towns pretty much grew up along the river, along the railroad, and that's kind of just the name of the game. These low-lying river towns. The other thing about Wooldridge suffered just even a little bit more in 2022. There was a huge fire. October 22nd, 2022, a local piece of farm machinery caught fire and just spread like mad. It destroyed about 23 buildings, which was pretty much all that was left of the town from the decline and the floods and everything. Basically left, again, just the post office and the church. There are some homes nearby on the hill, kind of the bluff that overlooks the town and the railroad, but everything else is pretty much history. At that time, the smoke was reported to be visible for many miles. It created quite a stir here. But that's really kind of the story of Wooldridge.